I thought I would call this meditation The Trees. It's a meditation for grounding and invoking the earth element. So I've been thinking a lot about grounding lately, and I've noticed that I've needed a lot of extra time, extra intention, and extra practice at grounding during this time. I've been missing my time outside, something I used to take for granted. So I've been thinking a lot about the trees. The other day I walked by a row of gorgeous white flowering trees in peak bloom, and all of a sudden I found I had burst into tears. And because I was wearing a mask, I couldn't wipe my running nose. So as the trees continue to move through spring, watching us ever so patiently, patience is a trait I've given trees. Let us take a moment to maybe emulate them. And I hope the imagery will bring us the same quiet stillness. So take a moment to get comfortable. Shifting your position so you can feel about 5 to 10% more comfortable. And then take an easy inhale and an easy exhale. This is a short meditation, so for the next couple of moments, maybe you can let everything else fall away. You can sink into the simplicity of your breath and your body and how it feels. And simply let my words wash over you. Draw your attention to your spine. First, noticing where your sit bones are, or if you're laying down, just traveling up from the base of your spine, the tailbone, noticing the lumbar spine, the lower back, the thoracic spine, the rib cage, the cervical spine and the neck, and then the head floating right on top. Thinking about the spine as kind of the center point of focus for the whole skeleton. Considering each vertebra and imagining maybe there's a little more space in between each one so you, in a sense, grow taller and longer without stretching or reaching or any muscular effort. And now start to see the bones of the skeleton from the spine, the pelvis and the leg bones to the feet, and from the rib cage, the shoulder girdle, the arm bones, the fingers, and the skull, the jawbone. And as you consider the bones, you can start to realize their density. The earth element is connected to the bones, the more dense aspects of our human bodies. And so start to feel the weight of the bones allow you to settle into your body. As you feel that density of earth within your body. Letting go of muscular effort, any holding that you might have in your shoulder muscles, in your jaw muscles, in your butt or leg muscles, even in the belly, any holdings. And let your bones become heavy into the floor or your cushion. And as you allow the bones to settle without extra muscles holding them, just notice your breath. Easy inhales expanding the rib cage naturally, and easy exhales letting the rib cage contract. And now, as you're settling and relaxing into the body, start to imagine, whether you're sitting or laying down, or even if you've chosen to stand, whatever part of your body is touching the ground. Imagine that density that lives within your bones, like branches, or a trunk, or roots of a tree. And those roots start to reach down into the earth. Down, finding anchor within the earth. Sturdy, stable ground. The deeper your roots bury into the earth, the freer is your upper body, which can open like leaves tilting toward the sun, feeling the warm rays across the skin, source of vitamin D replenishing the immune system, opening the heart. Feel that now. And as you imagine these roots into the earth, growing deeper and deeper into that anchor, you start to come into tree time. A slowed down version of time where change occurs over months rather than minutes. You hold still in tree time amidst wind, rain, all sorts of weather, and yes, even disease. Your roots burrow deep in communion with the earth, and you can stand strong. If you're able to take your leg, if you're sitting, you can take the shin and kind of gather it into your arms. If you're laying down, maybe you hug one knee or both knees. If you're standing, maybe you fold forward. And you hold a part of your body, feeling the bones. Maybe you start to rock back and forth and find kind of just a gentle rocking, a gentle soothing, rocking a part of your body, whether it's kind of side to side or back and forth or up and down, depending upon your position. And as you kind of fall into this rocking rhythm back and forth, in your own rhythm, you can start to fall into a universal soothing pose. Rocking is a naturally soothing motion, and humans across cultures, across generations, have rocked in a similar motion as you're doing right now to soothe their young, their crying babies, to soothe their sick and dying, to soothe themselves. And as you take part in this universal movement, the emotional qualities are universal as well. This sort of movement, this pose, has been making me think about some of these fascinating studies that have been coming out recently showing that trees are communal. Trees are actually able to send signals to each other through their roots. And they also communicate through the air and through chemical and electrical signals. This interweb of communication, trees can actually send distress signals about drought and disease. And other trees alter their behavior when they receive these messages. Most beautiful to me, though, is when a tree communicates that it needs something, a particular nutrient or mineral, and other trees actually send those exact nutrients to that tree. Those in need will reach out, and those who can help send what they can. If you're holding one leg, switch legs. So in that spirit of intercommunication that is as natural as our earth, our forests, our jungles, I invite you to do the same. On an energetic level right now, I invite you to send soothing where it's needed, to send health where it's needed, to send perseverance, resilience, or calm, or comfort where it is needed. And today it might be straight to yourself. See in your mind the soothing and nutrients or whatever image that comes to you. See it being sent where it needs to go. And now, see it being received. Feel confident that energy follows thought. You think it and the energy follows. And then if you are still in a pose, you can let that pose relax. You can let the rocking slow down and make your way into a restful pose and into stillness once again. And then take an easy inhale, an easy exhale, starting to bring your awareness back to your body, back to the room. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe you do a little stretch. And imagine bringing your awareness back to your heart, back to the spine. And finishing your meditation for the day, reinforcing any elements of calm or groundedness that you feel, so that when life starts to feel frenzied once again, which we know it will, you can remind your body, literally remind the brain and the nervous system how to find calm, how to find grounding, and how to find soothing Wishing you health and calm during this time. Thank you.